I rule Persia, and I am in search of a new wife. I banished my first wife, and then summoned the most beautiful women in the provinces to come before me. I saw Esther, and I knew she was the one.
I was an orphan, but I was brought up by my cousin Mordecai. He told me never to reveal that I and my family are Jews. I have been chosen by the king to spend 12 months of preparation to become queen. One day, Mordecai discovered a plot to assassinate the king and sent me a messenger. Luckily, I was able to warn him, which increased my favour with him.
I am King Xerxes' right-hand man. The king has commanded that all men must kneel before me, but there was one who refused. I found out he was a Jew, and his name was Mordecai. I spoke with the king, and he agreed that these people, the Jews, should be eradicated. We sent messengers into the provinces to announce that young and old, women and children, should be annihilated, and to take everything they have.
My soul was broken when I heard about this announcement, and I tore my clothes and put on sackcloth and ashes. A messenger came to me from Esther to find out what was wrong. I sent a message back and told her what Haman had done, and to plead with the king for the Jewish people.
I sent a message telling him this was difficult, practically impossible. For anyone approaching the king without being summoned would be put to death, unless the king extends his golden sceptre. Mordecai replied that surely God has placed me in this royal position for this very time. He warned me that even my family would not be spared. I asked Mordecai to gather all the Jews and to fast for me for 3 days, and then I would go to the king.
I was pleased to see Esther. I had missed her. I held out my golden sceptre and asked her what she wanted. I told her that I would give her half of my kingdom if she asked for it. She asked for a banquet with Haman, and then she requested a second banquet.
I had a great time at the banquet. But when I saw Mordecai at the gate of the palace, showing me no respect, I was furious and shared my frustration with my wife, who suggested I should have a pole set up more than 20 meters high and have Mordecai impaled on it. I thought this was a wonderful idea, and I went to set the pole up.
I couldn't sleep after the banquet and decided to read the book of the Chronicles of my reign. I found that Mordecai had uncovered the plot to assassinate me and had saved my life. I decided that I must thank him.
The king summoned me and asked my advice on what should be done for the man he delights to honour. I was thrilled. I said, let him wear a royal robe the king has worn and ride a horse the king has ridden. Then lead him on the horse through the streets, proclaiming before him, this is what is done for the man the king delights to honour. He then asked me to go at once and do exactly as I had suggested. For Mordecai the Jew, I was grief-stricken. Mordecai the Jew? I thought he'd been talking about me.
We had a banquet, and my beloved cousin Mordecai was guest of honour. The king asked me what I really wanted, and I asked him to spare my people. I admitted that I was a Jew, and my people were being sold and killed. The king asked me, who is the man who would do such a thing? I answered it was Haman. Haman was terrified, and the king was very angry. He commanded that Haman be put to death. Haman's estate was given to Mordecai and the order to destroy the Jews was removed. Mordecai was elevated to the most important person in the king's staff, and he worked to protect the welfare of the Jews.